Hey everybody, welcome back. So this is our new character, the Rangermans, and we're just getting started. So we put some proofs of strength into our skills. So if we look at them real quick, our skills actually is at 22. So we should have a pretty easy time here in the beginning, just mowing enemies down. And of course we have Cheddar by our side, which will make it even better. So I think we can go through this convenient Scrabbled Warren relatively quickly. Thank you, Cheddar. Alright, lots of crits. Always enjoy that. Alright, got our first level up, so we're going to go with Shellbreaker Shot, put that in our third hotkey slot there. Alright, let's see what we've picked up so far. A Stamina Potion and a Healing Potion, so we know what they are because we talked to the Grand Chemistress, or however you say that. Alright, let's head on down to the next floor. Alright, so as predicted, we're able to move through here pretty quickly. I'm not too worried about this onslaught of monsters right here. Alright, we got Bees Please. Always nice to have that scroll. It doesn't seem to do a ton of damage, but it's got a nice area of effect thing going on. Alright. Alright, something that was pointed out in a comment recently was that the stakes will heal your bird. So I didn't know that, or I guess I didn't notice it. So if we have melee or toughness stakes, we can still use them to heal Cheddar up quickly. I think it might be an instant heal too, but I would have to check to find out for sure. Hey, we got a scroll of bolster weapon. I mean, we could use it right now, but I would probably want to save it till we get our second bow. Alright. What do we have here? Discount short bow. Which is what we have, or actually we have a Terra bow, but it's +2, so it is better than that. We have a scroll of combat blinking, that's also good to see. Can't wear that used caster's skirt. There's another bow right there, another discount short bow. Alright, let's, I think we're pretty much done here, yeah. Alright, that's a combat tunic, that's light armor, we don't wear that. So let's head on down to the third floor. Alright, there's a lot of enemies right here, I'm gonna jump out of the way. Alright, another level up. We're gonna use this for Iron Marksman again, this time for Power Drive. These are our single target skills. Alright. Alright, so those flippy floppies are light armor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they are. But the plated field, oh, that's real armor. That's this is what we wear, medium armor, but that's not as good as what we have. And again, we have +1 to our Rebel's Leather because we upgraded our starting gear at the armor smith. Remove poison antidote, very nice. And there is the boss. Let's go ahead and power drive him. No problem. Okay, let's finish off these remnants here. Alright, so we found some blandles, so now we have some foot gear. And a proof of strength. And this you can use to have your battled chicken forget a power, so that they can then learn a different one. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn the proof of strength in along with that relic. And we'll identify anything that we're holding here. Okay. Melt this stuff down. And then we'll go over here to the trainer. Whoops. And let's see what we have. We have 2 more. We can afford to increase Foom by 1 point, so we'll do that. Save these stat changes. Yep. Alright, and we will head directly to this next dungeon. The Ookfells. Again, we should be able to go through here pretty quickly as well. Like, there's a champion, we just 2-shotted him. Another discount short bow, so that's not going to be an upgrade. Nothing that we need here. I mean, technically, I never really used the melee, but I mean, we could technically... Oh, I don't have a scroll of identify. I was going to say we could identify that and equip it, but it's really not a priority at all. Another champion. 2-shotted once again. There's a new egg. You get the feeling that many particularly dangerous foes are laying in wait. Alright. What is this? Melee and Venom Beak. Let's try and have him learn Venom Beak. Why not? Alright, did not learn the skill. Who was following us? A cave flapper. Oops, we got the little corner in our way, so we can't auto-target them there. Can't wear the Terra Boots, that's real armor. Get the feeling there's something secret around here. I haven't found anything. Just gonna press up against these walls, see if anything happens. Now for some more flippy floppy, I'm gonna try these walls. There we go. I don't know how powerful this guy is going to... Probably not very powerful, but I'm going to power drive him anyway. Just to be on the safe side. Now we'll rest to get our stamina back. Alright, so we got a proof of strength there. Alright. Let's see, where do we need to go? Looks like that's the majority of the floor here. Now, are there monsters up here? Yes, there are. So that is up-to-date information about the monsters on the map. That's good to know. Whoops, that's up. Upstairs. That's not what we want. Where are the downstairs again? They're up here. I kind of like this here at the beginning, now that we're all powered up at the start. We can go through this so quickly. But it won't take long for things to get difficult. But for right now, we are just on cruise control. This is more the speed I usually play games like Home at as well, especially in the beginning, where you're just mowing down enemies like crazy in the beginning. But I do like it when you have to slow down eventually and start thinking about each turn. But it is nice to kind of have this break start. Just checking for secrets here. Don't know if our dungeon sense may have missed something. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go down to the 3rd floor now. Alright. We still don't have any better gear. Would really like to find a better bow. And not that it's absolutely necessary right now, clearly, but it would be nice. A little debuff there, not a big deal. Magical loafers are light armor, as you might guess. It's also kind of nice because we don't really have to use our skills right now, so we don't have to rest to get our stamina back all the time. Another bees please scroll. Whoops. Alright, Rebel's Leather +1, that's what we're currently wearing. We do have a bolster armor spell. We actually have 3 of these scrolls, so I'm just going to use one right now on our armor. Just so we get something going on. 20 cold resist, alright. Still haven't, I guess I just haven't made it far enough in the game yet to really run into enemies that are doing elemental damage. I guess that's a good thing, because it's probably going to be annoying when it happens. Alright, we're going to go ahead and learn Many Feathers shooting stance, so we can get double projectile action going on for a few turns. Have we picked up any identify scrolls? No, so we can't identify that ring yet. Alright, there's a champion right there. Let's go ahead and jump out of the way. Oh man, that's a lot. Yeah, we're actually getting challenged here a little bit. Alright, Cheddar took care of that champion. Oh man, so many bombs. Alright, let's wait for that fire to go out. Where did Cheddar go? I don't know, but I'm gonna rest. I tried to anyways, try it again. Alright, Cheddar's down there just killing people. Alright, let's see what we got here. Scroll of Identify. Let's identify the ring. Adds 2 melee, 2 ranged, and 8 defeat block and 8 defeat parry. Put that on our left hand. And there was another ring, but we can't identify that one. No scrolls. Alright, that's a discount shortbow. Might be worth identifying because we just picked up another scroll. So it's freezinating, so it does the same amount of damage, but it sometimes freezes enemies in place. So we're going to equip that. And I think we'll then use Bolster Weapon to get a second enchantment on it. And now it does 1d3 cold damage, plus it has the ability to freeze in place, so that is nice. And these are both ranged, right? Boss room. There's the boss. This is the guy. He does the bleeding shot, which is really annoying. I'm going to power drive him. He's just out of range. Now he's in range. Now I'm bleeding. And he just killed me with power shot. And as I had mentioned previously, you never really know. It can get difficult really quickly, and now we're dead. I remembered that he had the bleeding shot, but I did not remember that he had power drive. So that's a huge disappointment. Time for our fourth character. And we're just going to name him, and we're going to make it ominous, the Fourth. And this time we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to play a Necromancer this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to have Foom be a big deal, obviously. But here's the thing about Necromancers. I played them only once. The Necromancer obviously relies a lot on summoning, but also on melee, as far as I remember. I think you start off with dual wield as a mastery. I don't remember. So in other words, we're going to want Foom and Strength to be high. So this looks like a decent stat line here. So we're going to choose that, and we're going to go with Necromancer. And as usual, we will go with Southernborn so we don't get stunned, and All Weather. And I guess we'll go... Let's go with... we'll go with this guy as our sprite. I can't believe that... I can't believe the ranger just died in the second dungeon. It's so ridiculous. Anyway. Okay, so... look at our skills here. Detonate Dead Pulse. So whenever you kill someone, there will be a Dead Pulse created. It's a skull. And if you use this, it'll blow that skull up. And you have a range of 5 tiles on that. And it deals cold damage to every creature around it. This is where you raise your first kind of summoned minion. It's called a Mostly. And when it dies, it will explode and deal poison damage to every creature around it. And it takes 2 Dead Pulses to summon a Mostly. Your Dead Pulses go right here. You can have a max of 5 at a time. Bolt of Foom is something that you have also as a Wizardman's. It's a ranged attack, which is nice, and it generates 10 mana. And then this is a light shield. As long as you're wearing light armor, you can put this this sphere around you that acts as a shield. So those are the skills. If we go over here, let's look at skills and powers. So it says light armor and dual wield. So I tried dual wielding at the beginning when I played a Necromancer before, and it wouldn't let me dual wield, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. As far as masteries, if we look over here, this is your Necromancer tree. So this will basically, both of these will make your, what is it, your... Oh no, I'm sorry, I thought that this was the thing that powers up your Mostly. This is what powers up your Mostly. But anyway, we'll get to that as it becomes relevant. Let's go pick up this ring. Alright, so we're going to equip that ring, put it on our right hand. Come over here and talk to, whoops, I keep pressing the wrong thing, the Libromancer. So he'll auto-identify stuff for us, or pre-identify, whatever you want to say. And I did not mean to talk to him, I want to talk to this person. Pre-identify the potions. And then it's time to go get Cheddar again. I know people probably want me to level up another chicken. I'll just level up another chicken. So let's get our whistle. And then we will withdraw a hatched egg. So we're going to go with Lord Moonbeam. And our objective here will be to make Lord Moonbeam a swift, ranged... or no. Yes, a swift, ranged chicken. That's what we're going to want to do. Alright, so let's demonstrate how the dead pulse system works here. So you'll also notice, I forgot to look at the gear. We start with just this knife. And this combat tunic, we wear light armor. So, that's not great. But what we can do here at the beginning is we can use our Bolt of Foom as a ranged attack. And there's a dead pulse right there. So if we pick it up, now you see we've got one dead pulse here. And so let's pick up this Splinter Grip Chopper. That's a one-handed axe, and it does not do as much damage as the knife, unbelievably. Alright. Go ahead and Bolt of Foom here. Get a second. Now that we have a second dead pulse, we can summon a Mostly. And the Mostlies, they're not very powerful offensively, but when they die, they explode, and there's poison damage and things like that, so they are useful. So let's go ahead and summon one, because we have two dead pulses. So there's your Mostly right there. It only has 12 hit points. And it says it's mostly alive, mostly meat, mostly a distraction. So that'll keep the enemies off of you. Pick up another dead pulse there. Alright, let's just melee attack. Alright, so you see the Mostly blew up right there, and there was the poison damage. We have two dead pulses again, so we could summon another Mostly. We'll see if that's necessary. Well, let's just go ahead and do it. And then that way I can move in a little bit closer. Alright. Alright, still out of range. I'm going to wait a turn. Alright, let me back up here. Let our bird... Okay, the bird's not too brave. Alright, so now there's this dead pulse. We can detonate it with our number 1 skill to hurt this guy. And it didn't do a ton of damage. So we're going to melee here. And we'll detonate this one. You can see it right now it doesn't do a lot of damage. But eventually, I'm sure it will. Alright, here's a caster's skirt, gives us 2 dodge. We'll put that on. Let's see here. Does this scale? It does cold. Yeah, I don't know if it scales with your attributes or not. I don't know if it does, because it's pretty weak. But if there's multiple enemies around the dead pulse, then I suppose that could be useful, even if it doesn't do a ton of damage. Alright. It looks like our melee is kind of strong right now. It's not that bad. Alright, so now we have 5 dead pulses, so we can't pick that one up, and it'll disappear after a certain number of turns. Right, I guess it's time to go down to the next floor. I was hoping we would level up. It's okay. Alright, and you pretty much want to wait until you have enemies in sight before you summon them mostly, just because they don't hang around for too terribly long. Even if they don't get hurt, they'll eventually blow up regardless. They killed our chicken already. Alright, this dude's poisoned. Alright, we leveled up. So, if we go over here, we can learn Mana Bones, which grants a defensive aura on Dead Pulse pickup, and if you damage champions and bosses, you will occasionally spawn Dead Pulses, even if you haven't killed them. So this will give us a defensive aura that reduces incoming damage by half until the end of the turn. That's not bad. Over here with Volatile Liquidity, you can curse a creature to take 1 poison damage. Now, I know this will scale eventually. 1 poison damage for 4 rounds, and then if they die, they explode, dealing 9 poison to everyone around them. I'm going to go with Mana Bones right now so we can get that defensive buff when we pick this up. Alright, so you see we have Dead Pulse defense, and I'm going to spawn another Mostly. And let's see, I'll pick that up, get that defensive bonus again. Now the defensive bonus only lasts for 1 round, but it's better than nothing. I think we'll be okay without our chicken. I could have just brought more eggs and then we could just summon a new one, but it's okay. Let's summon a Mostly here. Alright, very nice. Not seeing a lot of loot dropping here. I got some flippy floppies +1. Put those on our feet. Just out of range. Go up here and let's summon them Mostly right there. Grab that. So yeah, so you can see the Mostly is really good as a distraction, primarily. But that's not to take anything away from it. That's very useful to have that distraction. Alright, I'm going to detonate this Dead Pulse here, and detonate this one. Alright, that worked out pretty well. That worked out pretty well. Alright, Dirtcaster's Mini Cloak, that goes on our shoulders. And, okay. We have max Dead Pulses right now. And that's the majority of the floor. There's still some more monsters here that we should probably kill. Come on, move forward. There we go. Alright, let's head down. This is where we will probably die. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is put the shield up. Okay, we picked up a Dead Pulse. But now we're full, so we can't pick that one up to get the defensive bonus, but we can spawn another Mostly over here. Oh good, the boss is here too. I'm going to put the shield up again. And let's see, pick that up to get the defensive bonus. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Combat Blink. You know what, we don't even need to do that. We're just going to move right here and go up the stairs. And then we're going to rest. And then we're going to go back down. Alright, so pick that up. Shield again. Summon a Mostly to keep the boss occupied. And we're dead. Alright, so it's been a completely horrible episode today. But that's how it goes sometimes. We might try a new class for our next person, like maybe the Wizardmans might be the next one we do. In fact, let's just go ahead and get them started up here. Wizard Dude will be this person's name, and of course for the Wizard you want Foom. This is a very good stat line right there. And we're going to go with Wizardman, Southern Born, and All Weather. And we'll use the same sprite. What a horrible episode this has been. We got our Ranger Man killed in the second dungeon, and we got our Necromancer killed in the first dungeon. That's fantastic. Anyway, this is where we're going to end this episode. Thank you as always for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. Please hit like and subscribe if you would like to, and I will see you all next time.